all the random things.
I'm not one to waste a spot of grub, but I'll make an exception here,
Have you not seen my spinning I did on stream last time? That still works too.
Listen, Dory. Chaos warriors.
Where?
It's lovely. Down.
What glorious intervention! A Rothelm approaches.
The fast blow is mine. Oh, not so formidable now, is he?
Gas way back ping.
What?
Look out! Globatier!
That's so irritating.
Forsyth has played the Chaos
I can't get him
Warrior.
out.
Someone kill that!
Yes, Alan. Gas rat, beware of poison.
Finally.
Sigma stands with us. The Chaos
Oh,
Warrior
Jesus.
shall fall.
I feel like that was silent.
Strangler strangles no more.
Pull back a little bit. See if we get a teleport.
I'm not sure if you shot me at some point or not. I feel like I lost a lot of health at some point without aiming at.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Left, 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 left.
Gas rat's dead. Double the
One more
discipline.
somewhere.
You killed 3 of them.
We did?
Yeah, there's a Stormer though way back.
Still the Blight Stormer's tongue. Stop him in.
Wait! Watch out! Take what's left! Hold your breath! Sorcerer! Right!
Sigma curse you. Keep up.
Peach, oh god.
I spy a potion. See? A potion.
Probably a heal up here, though.
Come out, damn
Kill the
souls.
sword!
3,
Face our
2.
righteous steel.
Jesus, thank God you have so much damage
Well,
reduction,
the
right?
black rats.
Doesn't do all that much honestly against dot effects.
Stopping great blood attack!
Chaos
Warrior,
Patrol.
to my side.
There's a heal.
Catch. Watch those glows. There, in that shadow. The warfire thrower is dead. Twice the glory.
What we do?
Whoa!
Assassin rat. Sigma guides my
Did not kill him.
steps.
You can drop if you want. What? That repounce! I thought he was higher than that. Alright. There's a chest back here, isn't there?
A stash of explosive devices. A valiant
Leeches.
Is it just 2?
I don't know. Sorry, 2 3.
Watch every shadow. The rats will be back if the Northlanders aren't. Come on, down here! Grundy's beard, a chaos warrior!
Says the troll.
I don't know. Zamo.
Oh, God.
Go left, just go left here. Okay. That's what I mean. Like, they're stuck there. They'll never move from there. Rip the fucking tome if you wanted to get that. And that's one the retarded spot with the trolls. Since we don't want the tomes, I guess it's kind of freebie for us.
Oh.
Sigmar will guide us to the manor, if we are worthy. Here, the stairs. That bomb will serve us well.
Fireball.
The cursor thing? Never mind.
I think it's worth calling and being wrong in a situation of berserkers than not calling, and you get the idea.
A fine aim and a clean air.
Sometimes you just scream and you don't know. Well, there's actual Zerkas.
Try Paddy, Exotic
Another.
So many people trying to train me. Monk.
More. He was quiet.
I don't want.
There's still something you're not telling us, isn't there, Elf?
Wait.
Yeah, isn't
What?
there elf?
Is that the word of a rattling gun?
Assassin 2. That cleanup though.
My nostrils rankle with tainted flame. Warp fire thrower.
Assassin.
Yeah. He's over that. He's almost certainly up to the left, right? Do you want to check for...
Simon Repeater!
Yeah. Drums intensify, by the way. Have you had drums for the entire time as well?
Yep.
The gunner is slain. These stairs go up.
Ready?
Popping off.
Okay. They're always the same spot right here.
Got another.
Yeah, I know where you are.
Healing draft for you. Up the stairs.
He's always right there. Always.
Hundreds slain.
Just
or
come,
taken
buddy.
Captive. And this is only the beginning.
Yeah, he's EB. I heard some ads. Back, I think, hard.
Back?
Yeah.
Blood everywhere.
Alright.
And another one.
And we go all the way in if we have to.
Blackbird bastards again.
There's monks in there.
Up the stairs.
I think in. I think all the way in.
Kill it! Kill it now! Roar, mighty
Kill him.
hero!
Hey, come inside with me. Or here, at least in the corner. I want to go inside if we can. There's so many spot specials that come from here. I can't protect us.
I think.
Push in. Push in. See? Yeah, we should have gone inside a million years ago. Bomb if you got, maybe? Yep, GG. Jesus Christ.
It's not GG yet.
Weapon rat!
This spot is questionable, but it works
Can we go
sometimes.
inside? Okay, I guess we're okay now. In the future, I think we just make the call. Go all the way inside. Every time we don't do it, we stay greedy out here, we always get punished or near punished. So it's just not worth the risk.
What is it gonna be, Baltroll or treasure hunt? Looks like Baltroll. Maybe we should stay.
Okay, we'll run back if we get.
We
Yeah,
got
that's
Baltroll.
back.
We got Baltroll. And it's fucking there.
Do you want to go
What
back
are
down?
you swinging at?
Can we go down? Can we go down? So we can go open.
I just want to dance him like I do in my video, but it's just all over the place.
It's because it's so tight. He's doing weird things.
Oh god, I got full vomit dot.
Can you come back down if possible?
Okay, I'm fine
A
now.
curiosity for the ages to come.
Do you want to pop?
Should be fine, honestly. Once we get dodge dancing, easy kill.
Death not alive. Don't give the troll another chance.
There we go.
What?
Wait, what?
What the hell was that? Did I give her being clever?
Guns blazing, go crazy.
Not alive. There's a backstabber scampering nearby.
Horde soon, right?
Who knows?
He ignored my interrupt, by the way.
A storm vermin. Engage with care.
It's no fucking chaos one as well.
Storm vermin ahead.
Hey, Chad, you like loot rat, right?
Yeah, loot rat.
He's gonna heal.
More slime. Storm vermin.
Let's get ammo. We're gonna get Horde with it. When we get Horde, we run all the way back down to the basement, okay?
Didn't we go to the next section, actually?
I don't like the beginning Horde. I think it's gonna be too much. I'd rather just
Alright.
play defensive and win.
Okay.
All the way.
Chat, please. Chat! Chat! Yay!
Yay!
I love you, chat!
War funding.
Double heal.
Healing draft if needed. Take that
Bomb.
potion. It might be useful.
Strength potions.
Okay.
That's your healing drop. One of them black rats.
This better taste good.
Alright. We got pushed up.
Gatamana! Eschen scum!
Ah, you're getting the knack of this already.
Alright, pushing all the way back. You come with me? You come with me? Because I don't want to be alone. And you can just slay, I'll just run. Keep coming back though.
With the potion of concentration. I'm staying near the cot.
Yeah. Here, you want to run this one? I'll go blow it up. And we'll meet back here.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh.
Chaos
what's up?
warrior somewhere.
Yeah.
A gun rat comes for us.
Gun rat too. Alright, I'm just gonna keep running it for a minute.
Look out! Rattling gun!
Shooting
in
through
here.
the wall.
Wow!
Gunner shooting through the wall. I can't go through.
Okay.
I would just heal, by the way. One of us going down is just terrible.
A potion, lend me bigger.
Gunner is still somewhere.
He's inside the house. Let's go back to this together.
Globadier. I hear it.
Gas, 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 gas.
From Twitch, so 3 of them.
Look out! Rattling gun!
Going for a barrel.
Fire
Hey, I got the Chaos Warrior finally.
Yeah, I killed one of the guys in here.
Vile things! Look out!
Behind you, Chaos Warrior. I'm still gassed out. 3, 2,
That was almost terrible.
1.
It is terrible. Ow.
He's weak.
Shoddy armor these contracting rooms, just like I told you.
Alright, we got 3, right?
I had barrels in, I think.
Alright, we're running forward.
There's always an extra wave when we get the barrel, the cart over there, and
Yeah.
there's always a gap in it.
You slew it!
So do you want to just get to the end and run, and then come back for to activate it?
Yeah, we make the cart get there, then we kill the wave, and yeah, we can move. I'd say we move this way, like this
Okay.
part of the map for the wave.
Forward and to the right then, right after we get to the end, right?
Yeah, but you don't fight the barrel.
A
Balls
Globateer is here!
Heads up, heads up.
There's the throw over here.
Coming to you.
Incoming!
The other side's better, so I don't have to cover your back the whole time.
We're kind of here now.
Gonna activate it if I can.
That's it. Now we just need to...
I think we run back though, towards where we first started, yeah? Ooh, that was close. Come to me, just do it. It might not be
We're
the
gonna
best
get an
call.
ogre in 30 seconds.
Okay, slay the horde
The
then.
Northlanders tasked to collect the loot.
The truth is we probably could just run. You and I.
Yeah,
Do you want to do it? For the memes?
sure.
Slay that well,
Quickly!
Packmaster?
Batman.
Black twice the glory!
Leech 2.
1 down. So 2?
Sleeping.
Yep.
You always have the same miner. Hello, Renan. Whatever
Alright,
you.
counts it. It's fine.
I duped mine, so I have another. Don't fall here.
Okay. Can you get out here? Is this a basement or is this a dead end? I've never gone this way.
If you fall, this is the end, I think.
Feeble fire!
Why did I take this time to say, oh, let's just explore what happens?
I duped my bomb again. Let's roll. Hello.
Oh,
Have some
go
more
here.
bombs. I'm just straight running right now.
Okay. I'm a million years behind. I decided this was a good time to experiment with the basement. When you get there, you're safe, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm in it right now. Everything turned back towards you
Oh,
now.
great.
Sigmar grant us
And warp fires.
This might not be possible. Nope. Nope.
Your service was appreciated.
For me, guys!
No! Stand back in sight of vomit!
You can do it!
No,
Just
not the
another
kid.
horde coming your way. Oh my god, this Lomi. Come on! Make it! You're gonna make it!
Woo!
Made it!
I brought some friends. That was pretty hilarious. Chain dodge with jump canceling. J chat. Sharon, that's really terrible. Oh yeah, commoners. It's because we got those dice, right?
Good day. And so far, it actually is.
All right, let me show build for the old YouTubes. This needs to change. This should be power versus chaos crit power, or maybe even crit power.
A crit chance, even though you got the guarantee crit.
Yeah, I don't know. For spamming against stormers in the distance,
Guess.
more likely to do some damage. Proc hunter. I don't know. It's probably power versus chaos.
One thing about Hunter is that you can't proc it again when you already have it.
That did not used to be the case.
Well, you can proc a different one. Like there's a version for every single armor class.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't proc one that you already have.
So you can't
basically,
refresh
before
it,
it's over.
basically.
Yeah, you can't refresh it.
So if you guys notice, what I'm doing often in hordes is I'm waiting till the end of the buff to use my crit, my guaranteed crit to reproc hunter, so I can keep getting 25% hero power against against hordes. Though with Falchion, honestly, it doesn't feel all that necessary even against chaos hordes. What is Grimm's build? Grimm, you want to tell us?
My dual axes are running attack speed chaos. My two-hand hammer is running attack speed chaos as well. My necklace is running health and stamina. And in full group play, I actually pull off the self-regen. What's it called again? Natural Bond. But for duo, I switched it out for Boon of Shalia, since Natural Bond actually works on Slayer because of the fact that you're reducing all bursts against you by 50%, which means you can't get bursted and then feel the downside of the Natural Bond, which is that it doesn't heal you any quickly when you take a lot of damage, but it heals you well when you don't take much damage. But yeah, for duo, I switched it to Boon of Shalia, since I do take a lot of damage in duo. On live patch, I was running Skaven Chaos on my charm, since I had enough power to one-shot the Fanatics and to hit the Marauders with only 20% chaos. But on beta, now that I've been nerfed, I switched out Skaven for infantry, so I'm running infantry chaos on the charm, so that I can again one-shot the Fanatics, at least at 3 stacks with the dual axes.
Yeah.
And for my trinket, normally I run Stamina Recovery and Curse Resist, but since I'm duoing here without Grimoires, then I'm just running Crit Chance with Stamina Recovery.
Okay, so that last one, guys, that's the key
Bomb
one.
dupe. Bomb dupe as well on the trinkets. Like, people were all over Shrapnel at first, but honestly, you don't bomb the bosses all that often. You bomb when there's a fucking giant blob of things walking your way.
I've gravitated towards Bomb Dupe as well. So tell them a little bit about Stamina Recovery, because I'm sure it's a trait few of them are using. A property, I should say. Did I mute myself? I did.
Range.
Oh, sorry. I muted the hell out of you. So go back 30 seconds.
Oh. What was the last thing I said then?
You switched to Bomb Dupe, but say a little bit about Stamina Recovery and why it matters. Stamina regen %.
Oh yeah, Stamina Recovery. The whole thing about the Slayer is the dual axes push stab effectively does the same damage as a full charge attack. It's a double hit, just like the other dual wielding weapons charge attacks. It's a double hit and it does the same damage as a charge attack, but it's a lot faster. And to the point where you almost never use the actual charge attack. You just push stab things. Like you'll push nothing and then charge in with also the push stab as a big lunge when you use it. To the point where if you're speedrunning, then push stabbing makes you move faster forward. It's a big lunge whenever you push stab. So like it is pretty much the main thing that the Slayer does is push stab everything in sight. If you need more damage than whatever your normal attacks are capable of one-shotting. And yeah, especially in the beta where my damage has been nerfed and there's very few things now that I can actually one-shot with the normal attacks. I end up pretty much push stabbing absolutely everything. So that's where the Stamina Recovery comes in, is Stamina Recovery reduces the delay when I'm out of stamina before it regenerates enough for me to be able to push stab again.
And it's a very big change from Vermintide 1. that makes things like that runaway scene I just did much more possible. There's two things. Dodge. It used to be the case that if you're dodging, it delays how. It's the same way that pushing, using your stamina, or blocking, using your stamina, delays how long it is until you'll start regenerating stamina again. Dodging used to do the same thing. It's no longer the case. So when you need to recover your stamina because you want to use it aggressively as a Slayer, or defensively because you're trying to kite, you use your dodges to protect your stamina, essentially. Right? So you don't actually want to use your stamina constantly. You want to use it in bursts. You want to boom, 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 the Slayer, to use all your push stabs, and then wait out a little bit, and then boom, it'll recover constant at the same time. One other thing.
With the stamina recovery,
Go ahead.
you usually have enough stamina to just like do a push stab, 1 or 2 normal attack, another push stab, etc.
Yeah, with the
And one
33%, it's
thing-
enough.
The stamina recovery aura from the Handmaiden just enables the Slayer something insane. You can start push stabbing almost all the time if you actually have a stamina recovery as well on his Rinken, which can be very powerful.
All right.
It shoots through Berserkers, Chaos Warriors, Stone Vermins, whatever you want. It's big damage. The only thing you don't really use push stab all that much is when you're like straight wailing on a boss that's like not responding, like a troll that's downed or anything, that's a boss that's not aggroed on you. Then you just spam normal attacks since you can't maintain the push tabs. And yeah, you always open with a push tab though, because of the lunge. It makes you able to just get to the target a split second faster. The lunge is one of the big things about it. And for people curious about my talents, level 5 I've been running hack and slash, increased crit chance. Mostly because Stout Fellow, the max health increase, is bugged up host and currently does nothing, and that's only the Slayer, by the way. Other similar talents work properly. Regardless, the crit chance isn't too bad, because while you don't really need crits, since you're usually always one-shotting things normally, or that you're aiming to anyway, the crits allow you to proc Swift Slaying or Resourceful Combatant on... Well, yeah, I forgot to say that. I'm running Swift Slaying on the dual axes as a mean to start actually controlling the hordes, quote-unquote, well, when attacking at them with the dual axes, since usually I don't have enough attack speed normally to do it. And Resourceful on the two-hand hammer, because usually when I pull out the two-hand hammer, I'll just leap on myself and start swinging at the horde with the increased attack speed, which makes the two-hand hammer pretty good once it has that much attack speed. Resourceful means that by doing that, I just need pretty much one crit in the middle of all those swings to get my active again, and keep doing it endlessly to the horde until it dies.
And you'll notice with the way he positions himself, he plays himself as a DPS heavy tank against hordes. And when we're pushing through the map with pace, he's pushing himself aggressively forward because his push stab does so much of a burst damage he can just walk through Storm Vermin and do considerable damage to maulers. So again, he plays like a tank that's got a lot of damage and a lot of tankability, right? A lot of damage reduction.
Yeah.
And he plays it as a pace machine. Those are the two major utilities that the Slayer brings. So why don't we compare that to something like
Elite
Ironbreaker?
DPS.
Yeah, elite DPS. So let's compare that to Ironbreaker. So Ironbreaker also has a ton of survivability. What he tends to bring is, since he can bring Grudge Raker, is he has an extra anti-special for close to mid-range based off of a shotgun. 12 bullets per reload, and then more if you're trying to use crit. So what you tend to see him position himself is very similar in the horde, right? Front and center of the party, DPSing down and keeping things safe, but he does a little bit less DPS, and he does not have nearly as much elite DPS, and he doesn't bring nearly as much pace to the party. Pace means how quickly are you mowing down the stuff as you progress through the map. So that's like the big difference between Slayer and Ironbreaker. Now, the reason Ironbreaker would be a better carry, potentially, this is just what's better about Ironbreaker versus what's better about Slayer. Again, the big thing with Ironbreaker is if you can't necessarily rely on your party to kill that Packmaster that's coming at you, or to kill the Assassin, or to kill the Leech, quick switch, left click to Grudge Rake it, quick switch back, and it's over. Whereas Slayer would have to really get out of position to try to like jump at him or run away or any of those things. Anything else?
Yeah, leaping at specials and whatnot. And basically, about every single time, like in pub plays happens more often that I'll leap at a special and delete it in front of everyone before any of the range managed to do it. But with you, just you, every time I tried to actually leap at a specials, it would just die right before I split it in half.
Yeah, but if you were trying to chase
Other than
my
a few
kills
times where
with
I was
like
separated.
longbow or swiftbow, you probably would have comparable kill time just because of how long it takes to zoom. Anyways, guys, I think that's enough babble, but I hope that kind of fills in on what the role of Slayer is. I think he's dramatically underrated right now.
I didn't finish my talents, so I'll just
Oh,
go
go
through
ahead.
them quickly.
Finish.
So yeah, the crit on level 5 because the health is bugged, and the crit helps proccing things on the melee crits. On level 10, Oblivious to Pain is the one obvious choice. Stunty Savior is a meme. 5% move speed, well, less stunning is stupid. Crippling Wounds would give you 20% increased damage to the entire party for 5 seconds whenever you crit a target, which is the same buff as the Witch Hunter Captain Ping and does not stack with it, which is kind of silly. It's honestly, it's never worth losing Oblivious to Pain. Oblivious to Pain is extremely powerful and is the reason why the Slayer can just survive in melee like that. He can never get bursted when he fails to actually... Like, he's always toe-to-toe with elites, and when being toe-to-toe with elites, eventually you're gonna take one to the face, and with Oblivious to Pain, it's not gonna kill you, because it gets reduced by half. For level 15, I'm also taking Moving Target, because, you know, even more survivability when in the toe-to-toe with elites. Sadly, whenever Moving Target, there's a range of a damage that Moving Target does nothing, because it gets applied before Oblivious to Pain. So say if you're about to take 30 damage, Moving Target is gonna at 3 stacks is going to reduce it by 30%. But then it's gonna be 21, that's gonna get reduced to 15 after that by Oblivious to Pain. But without Moving Target, it would have gone from 30 to 15 anyway. So there's that range between 30 and almost 15 where it doesn't do anything, but when the damage is 15 or lower, Moving Target works, and when the damage is much higher than 30, then it also works still. So it's still good, regardless. Adrenaline Surge, like, you're not leaping all that often, honestly. You're leaping away from things on yourself with the Two-Hand Hammer covering the cooldown with Resourceful. Or, well, you don't need leap all that often, the Adrenaline Surge doesn't do much. Unstoppable increases the duration from 2 seconds to 3 seconds, which, not worth it, for the most part. Level 20, obviously Bloodlust, or Crutchborn as they called it on him. The health on kills. Not much to say about that, it's just the only good choice. And level 25 is No Escape, Move Speed. Honestly, the Crunch, the other choice that other people have been considering, which is more crowd control on the leap, is honestly not worth, because it's not enough crowd control. Like, it doesn't make enough of a difference. You're already staggering Stone Vermins and Maulers slightly whenever you leap on top of them. Without the talent, and with the talent, you're still not staggering Chaos Warriors or bosses. So,
And the stagger is very low duration. It's a very low stagger.
yeah,
And
it's
even
still
with
enough.
the
Like,
buff.
the self leap on yourself is usually good for like the first burst of crowd control you need to get that first Two-Hand Hammer charge in on a horde. Like, it pushes the first set of horde behind.
I think it
You
needs a
can
buff.
get the first hit in. Yeah, the Crunch might need the buff. The base one is fine, honestly.
But obviously the move speed's brilliant.
Yeah, the move speed is really good. The attack are uninterruptible is just why you're already faster. So they're not gonna get interrupted. You know what you're doing. Not worth losing the move speed over. So that is pretty much my build.
All right. Video.